Hey guys, so my voice is not going to be matching what you're seeing on the screen because I recorded the Zoom call, but I forgot to record the audio. So, here we go in design. I left you guys off at this point. Um, I'm just creating a rectangle here with the tool that's the filled rectangle on the side, just as a placeholder for the title while I show some other things because I wasn't ready to like reproportion everything in the title yet. So, yeah, I did that. Eliana was asking about having your text wrap around your subject. So here I am just stealing a photo from the internet because I didn't have the graphic I needed yet. Obviously, don't do this because you could be liable to copyright infringement, and that's not a good thing. Here I am, save image, name it something you'll remember. Person standing is what I used. And then there it is in my downloads. And then here I'm creating an auto fit frame. So I create my frame with that tool with the X through it, and then I drag my rectangle where I want the person to be and make sure I select auto fit for it. Here I am just making sure my rectangle is selected when I hit that auto fit button, just because that keeps you from having like messed up proportions. So select the frame and then auto fit in the top right. Okay, now here's my person standing PNG. Since it has a transparent background, we don't really have to worry about that, I guess. So if my background was a different color, it wouldn't really matter because the background would be transparent. All right, here I am. I'm getting my text from the compiled magazine article document. Everyone should go on a volunteer trip at least once. Here I am, copy pasting the article. Command C. And then here, I want 3 columns of text on the left side, by the way. So press Command V, and then this will show up, and you're like, okay, clearly that's not the whole article. And then you see you have an error in the bottom, and you'll also have that little red box at the bottom on the bottom right of your text box. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for that, because if you ever have that, it means that not all of the text is showing. Even it might look like it's all showing, but it's not actually. So here I am. We do size 11 font for our publication, and then you want to make sure you do justify with the last line aligned left. This just makes it look cleaner. It's like our style guide, I guess. Yeah. And then you're going to go to the little hamburger. This is very important. And then go down to hyphenation, and then turn off hyphenation, and then press OK. I just do that because I don't like the words being hyphenated. I guess that's just another component of our style guide that I have in my head and nowhere written down, but it will be written down soon. There's definitely a way to automate that, but I've always just been too lazy to teach myself that, so yeah. Okay, that was like a little side quest, so now we're back to our text wrapping. So you go to that I'm about to click the corner and then drag it down, and I just keep it aligned with those blue grids because I want to have columns. But now it's still an error, obviously, because all the text of the article can't fit into that one column. So you're going to go here, and you're going to click this little red box, and then you'll see the text like mini, it's right there. And then you can create your next column by just pressing there. And it didn't go to the place where I wanted it, but it's okay, just drag it over. And then adjust. Make sure you're on the arrow that's like empty for this. It'll just make your life easier. And then you just repeat that process, clicking that little red box and adjusting things until they fit the way you want them to fit. But yeah, that's what I'm doing here. And then my next one I'm going to have on the next page. Adjusting it. Okay. Now there's no more errors, so this is good, but obviously this doesn't look good, and I didn't show you guys how to wrap the text yet, so we're not done. But I want to put a graphic in the middle one here, so I know I'm not going to have that much text in that column. So you can drag your text box down like that, and the nice thing about it is everything after the following frames, it'll like auto shift all your text for you. So that's really nice. So now this column on the like right side of the spread also has a red box, so I click that, and then I make my box, my text frame. I think my vocabulary is not the most accurate, but I hope you can understand. Here I am. I just keep on adjusting because I'm trying to wrap my text around that picture on the right. So, yeah, this is for educational purposes. So, I think it's okay. My use of this like random photo is fair use. Anyway, so I'm just adjusting my text boxes so that I have two nice columns of text around the kid. All right, Elliot's asking how to do a background, so you're going to select the rectangle tool, and then you just make a big rectangle, and then these like little symbols on the left that I'm pointing to with my mouse, those are the like color options, or like how you change the color of your different like components or things. So the complete box is for the fill of your shape, and then the box with a hole in it is for the outline. So we want to be changing the color of the fill of the rectangle. So that's why I select that one. And then you just double click on the big box so that you can change the color. Sometimes it'll take you to the RGB automatically. That's more for online stuff. So I would go ahead and click on either the H, the S, or the B on the top, and that will take you to a color palette that I know for me at least makes a little bit more sense. And then according to our color, we want to keep a color theme, so this one's going to be a green background. You want to choose something kind of light to keep your readability easy. So yeah, I'm just choosing a color. I don't know why it's taking me so long, but yeah, choose your color. And then press OK. And then you're like, okay, well, where's all my freaking stuff now? But all you're going to do is right click, and then you go to arrange, and then send to back. Okay, and then for some reason all my text disappeared, so I'm about to cut the video. Essentially, I just Command Z'd and pressed undo until I got my background. I mean, until my text came back, and I like remade the box. But you can right click, press lock when you're selecting your background color. That way you can move the components on your spread without it, without accidentally moving the rectangle behind. So if you want to select multiple things, then your background will just stay in place. So that lock feature is very, very, very helpful. Take advantage of that. Or if you have certain things on the page that like don't need to move, or like you want them to stay where they are so that you can adjust things around them, you can right click and press lock. And then to unlock, all you have to do is just click the lock in the left. It'll be like in the top left hand of whatever element you locked. So just click on that again, and yeah. Anyways, that was all the important content from this 30-minute Zoom call. So if you're checking in on this to improve your InDesign, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about the most helpful part of this video. Or don't. I don't really care. But yeah, that's all.